I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna start here.
Just don't do anything stupid. Don't stand too tall.
That's her trainer, Rick Ramos.
Just win 3-4 exchanges in a round and win your whole round. But listen, you gotta make sure this is fucking skill. You understand what I'm telling you? Dig down deep. You got 2 minutes for me? Okay. Listen, there's $1 million sitting across that ring. You beat her, we get $1 million. You understand? You wanna change your life? Now's the fucking time to do it.
All right, this is the last round. We're gonna do a jump cut. I'm just rewatching the fight. Had fell asleep during the Terrell Goucher fight. It was bound to happen. So I'm watching the card. I watched the fight all over again. So let me get to this. We're going to be back. Jump cut.
Between Jessica McCaskill and Cecilia Breakkus.
Let me start my rant.
Did the First Lady...
Women's boxing needs 3-minute rounds. If she fights Katie Taylor again, what the hell happened? Oh, my bad. I had fast forward. Hold on. The broadcast had restarted. Hold on. I got to reopen up my zone here. The zone. Give me a minute. We're here live real time, but I fell asleep watching the Showtime Terrell Goucher card, and the Kyochi guy was about to get into the ring. Hold on. Give me a minute. Damn it. Shit. Well, anyway, women's boxing needs 3-minute rounds, man. Which fight is this? I'm tired of it. It's frustrating because you got to think they get a break for a minute in between rounds. And then what's wrong with 2-minute rounds is once a female fighter starts warming up, and I've been watching, once they start really getting going, or probably getting close to a knockout or maybe a knockdown, the round is over. UFC fighters, female fighters, fight 5-minute rounds. Yes, okay, if it's a 3-round fight, it's only 15 minutes overall with a minute in between. 5 rounds, 25 minutes. But something's got to give, because if they want to petition, for equal pay, and I don't understand where they get that from, like a lot of them don't seem to understand the market. They think that because they're fighting on the same card as men, they should be paid the same. Some of them just be sounding like some dickheads. Let's just be honest. And it's late here, real time. My bad. What was I doing? Going to the particulars. So even though I fell asleep, we're going to let everything play through as if if I'm watching the fight live. All right, real time. So let me start by saying this. Jessica McCaskill has gotten extremely better. She's getting better each fight. I like her overhand. She got like a Marcos Maidana thing going where she like ducks her head down, kind of like Danny Garcia does it a little bit too. But you can't really see it coming. It can be telegraphed because she's kind of slow, but hand speed wise. But nonetheless, she seems like she hit hard. And the way, right now, it's playing through in the background. Just give you a little bit a taste of her fighting style. And hopefully the zone don't get too triggered. But that was a little sloppy. But and then if you look at her legs are huge. So she put in a lot of power into those punches. Put it this way, when I first watched her fight, which was, let me go check real quick. Here, let me fast forward a little bit. First fight I ever covered of hers was the Kaylee Taylor fight back in 2017. She didn't look like she did now. Here's her resume. Erica Farias, I covered her. I covered this fight. Sanchez covered that fight. She pulled Farias again. Did I cover both of these? I did. And then now the 2 Cecilia Breakkus fights. So basically, I covered all of her major televised fights over the last while. Interesting. Cass Killer from Chicago. I'm not confident to say that she beats Katie Taylor in a rematch, but I think she'll do a whole lot better.
Big shots, and McCaskill.
3-minute rounds. It can,
but she found her legs
anything
under.
Can happen.
That's what I said. Breakkus found her legs under. She started punching cleanly, keeping her distance and range.
Too late.
That's her fight. But sometimes it's easier said than done to keep
what about
an
this
aggressive,
woman?
strong fighter like McCaskill off.
It's
Chris,
about time she gets her shot.
At 96-94 in favor of Jessica McCaskill. Just like in the first fight, I thought Cecilia Breakkus came on in the later rounds. But again, Jessica McCaskill banked enough rounds early to get the job done.
And you wonder in that round when she had a point deducted, will that be
I like how they putting the
round,
judges
or will that be a
on
9-9
blast.
round? That could be a definitive factor as well. There's Javier Alvarez. What are the judges?
Well, let's take a look at some of these judges, Tom. We got Javier Alvarez.
I want them to
who has
keep
been
doing
judging
this
fights since
so the judges see
2011,
themselves on
world title
TV.
fights since 2012. He has at least one questionable card on his resume. That was Demetrius Andrade Vondas Monterosian junior middleweight fight back in 2013. No way you could legitimately score that fight 115-112 for Monterosian. Gloria Martinez, she has been judging since 2007. Not a ton of experience, only 141 fights on her resume. She has been judging world title fights since 2012. And Chris Tellez out of New Mexico, he has a lot of experience when it comes to women's boxing. He worked a lot of Holly Holm fights during her boxing career. His first world title fight was back in 2014 when he scored Shindo Go's flyweight win of Arali Musi.
I'm glad they brought that up. You know, is it safe to say that Cecilia Breakkus is from the other era of women's boxing? You know, the last of that era in regards to this is like the televised. You know, you got to go out there and get it age. I don't want to disrespect her because she's a great fighter. But what I'm saying is this era of fighters have more dog in them, I guess. You know, and Breakkus is from that era where shit wasn't really getting televised like that, or at least not over here in the States. You know? And it looks like she just can't hang in this generation. I think Katie Taylor would beat her too. Terry Harper will probably give it. I don't know. Let's not go too far down. All right. Let me just, you know, stop right here, right now. Stop right here, right now. So they're about to read the cards. Of course, I already know who won. By the way, take your time out. Like the video. I'm T Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Been a long night,
controversy
man.
here, Todd. I mean, the longer they take on the scorecards, the better it looks for Breakkus.
I had this like an asshole
microphone
for lunch.
Technical difficulties more than
I had stand food.
scorecards being tabulated.
Fuck my stomach up all day.
As we replace the
What the hell is
microphone
this?
with Dave.
Turn that shit off. Why they playing that? Anyway, you know, like the cart that sell like the chicken with the fish, you get the rice, the salad. I was like, damn, I ain't had one of them motherfuckers in years. And I was so hungry and I got it. My stomach's been destroyed. Why would I do that to myself? That's known, man. T Street always causes himself unnecessary trouble. Stomach has been on fire.
After 10 rounds of action,
Lord
we
Jesus,
go
help
to
me.
the judges' scorecards, and they read as follows. Chris Tellez, 100-89.
Shit.
Audio Martinez Rizzo, 99-90. And Javier Alvarez, 98-91. All three for your winner by unanimous decision.
Breakkus' eyebrows
and
are...
still the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Jessica McCaskill.
Give her her gold. Strap her up.
So Jessica McCaskill, by very wide margin, Chris, retains her welterweight titles. What did you think of what we just heard?
The right person won the fight, but what we've discussed at the beginning of the broadcast about the judges perhaps in Texas favoring the aggressor, that was the case, Sergio, in this fight.
But she
Jessica
did win
McCaskill, if
almost
nothing
all the
else,
rounds.
was the aggressor from the opening bell, pressed the tempo, forced the action, and ultimately impressed the judges that way.
But that's the reputation of Texas. They like aggression. It doesn't always have to be effective, but whoever's coming forward, trying to make the fight is what the judges love here in Texas. Now, McCaskill did win this fight, but I didn't think it was a shutout like one judge had it 100-89. It's just incredible to even think that.
8-2.
He gave no credit to the accuracy of Breakkus, and ultimately, this
she
is
dropped
just,
the ring belt.
you know, this is
Ooh,
just the
she dropped the
judges
ring belt, y'all.
loving
She dropped the
aggression,
ring
whether
belt.
it's effective or not.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Let's dwell on what Jessica McCaskill was able to do tonight.
Drop
She
the
won this
WBA
fight
belt.
fair
Let
and
that fall on the
square.
ground.
She rocked the former champion in round number 1. What do you think happens if she gets another crack at Katie Taylor? They fought before, and Taylor said it was her toughest opponent to date, although the Irish woman did get the win.
No, it'll be a totally different fight. I mean, Jessica McCaskill, they fought a little bit too early.
What was happening?
in
It
their
was
career,
telling his
but
ass
now
to get
we're
out the
talking
ring?
about a champion, an undisputed champion, someone that has confidence in her strength and her power and
The
her
PR lady
ability.
telling them to go do their
It'll be
interview?
a totally different fight now, and like Rick Rock.
Dang. Well, Cecilia Breakkus, I guess she is to retire now. I mean, what else is really left for her to do? You know, in regards to 147, I don't see McCaskill versus Clarissa Shields happening, so let's just go ahead and get that shit out the way right now. For anybody. See, don't she like she hit hard? Look, ooh! That's like the joint that Mayweather had got hit with by Maidana in the second fight with the money tooth and went flying out. Remember that shit? She's got better, though. But I don't know if she can beat Katie Taylor. I think they should really be like, they should pull a power move and somehow, some way, if they make the Katie Taylor fight, you know, make it fucking 3-minute rounds. Do it, Eddie. Do it. Y'all can do it. I believe in you. That'll really show these women what motherfucking getting punched is about. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, was that off color? Ooh, I didn't mean it like that. Shit. Ooh, all right. Perfect time for the post-fight interview.
A lot more
Please subscribe.
definitively in retaining them this time around. How'd you feel about your performance?
Chris, I'm gonna let you finish. Rick Ramos is the greatest trainer of all times. All right, how do I feel?
How did you feel about your performance tonight?
I was very happy with it. I felt like I was doing exactly what my coach told me to do. We ran through the combinations that we've been training on. I'm very happy with it. Cecilia's a tough broad. I told her that in the ring. She ate every punch I put on her face. But we still need to take some time to get some retirement cake.
You are now definitively the undisputed women's welterweight champion, and you have options all around you. Below you, Katie Taylor. Above you, Clarissa Shields. What do you want to do next?
I want to work. I want to fight. I want to train. I mean, if Katie Taylor's the next one, let's go. If Cecilia, sorry, she's done. If Clarissa wants to come down to 147 and see if she can make the weight, I mean, like you said, we got a lot of options, and the things that we've been talking about, that's not the only options. Rick has options today,
I don't want.
So I'm following him to the end of the road and back.
You know, you said Rick Ramos, your trainer, quit his job before this fight. Do you show up for work on Monday?
I do. I have to show up for work. I have to show up at the gym. There's no days off. I mean, it's real life. It's not for play. Can't play boxing.
Congratulations, Jessica. Look forward to seeing what's next. Todd?
So Jessica McCaskill will go back to work. Her trainer she was referring to, he quit his job to focus all his energy, all his attention on McCaskill, and it certainly paid off for him and for her.
Yeah.
But McCaskill going to go back to that 9 to 5.
I think if you're going to be successful, if you have a undisputed champion, then both of y'all can't have no job. One of y'all got to be, you know, and if it's, the fighter should be focused on it. I don't know. Let me just leave that alone. I'm just glad that both of them not out there working. So shout out to her. Are we going to hear Cecilia Breakkus' retirement speech? No. If not Katie Taylor, I want to see Layla McCarter. Oh, here she is. All right. Turn it up.
I mean, it was a tough, close fight. I have to see it again. But right now, I, McCaskill is a tough woman, you know, and I can congratulate her with this win, you know, and she's a tough fighter.
You effectively are sort of walked away and retired after the first fight. How do you feel about your future now?
Well, I say, you know, Jessica, meet me at 147, which is the welterweight division.
So you would like to keep fighting?
Oh, I definitely want to meet McCaskill in a rematch in 147, which is the welterweight limit.
If she doesn't want to fight at 147, what do you do?
Well, you know, I love boxing.
She's not done.
If there is a good fight out there for me, I'll take it.
So there are still challenges out there that interest you?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel fine, you know. I'm going on a week vacation, and then I'm back in the gym again, so I feel fine. Jessica is more busted up than I am, so I'm ready to go.
Well, thanks for the great effort tonight, Cecilia. We're looking forward to seeing what's next.
Thank you.
Todd?
Okay, well, there you go. So she's not going. And how do y'all feel about that, though? Like, you signed the contract. So it's like, even if you're not saying, like making an out excuse, like, well, it was the weight, you know, the motherfucking weight got me, you know, drained. I'm not used to, you're not weighing it. Like, you know, but still, you still put that out there into the universe. You see what I'm saying? Let me go see something real quick right here. What's the lowest you ever weighed in at? 145? You weighed in at 145 for the last fight. Oh, see, why you do that? Oh, no. Oh, when you weighed in at 145 before? 142? Ooh. Well, you know, let's... I don't know. Why she put that out there, though? Like, into the universe. You lost. Well, I don't want to see Clarissa Shields boil down to 147 pounds. She already went on the record in an interview that she did with me back in Atlantic City over a year ago, like January 2020, where she was like, her boyfriend, her strength and conditioning coach, was telling her, like, yo, it's like unsafe for you. You see what I'm saying? And it looked unsafe for her. Coming down from what? Like, she's a natural, my understanding, from following her. She's a 168 pounder that, you know, could fight at 160. You could say she was a 160 pounder. 160 pounder fighting at 154. 147 is just too, like, no, bro, no. I mean, I would watch it if it happened. It's like, all right, but I don't know. That don't seem right to me. Now, McCaskill, Katie Taylor. Who's Katie Taylor fighting again, by the way? She's got a fight coming up, right? On the undercard. Is it white? Is it the white fight? Well, Breakkus can still get fights, by the way. 16-minute post-fight video? Jesus. I didn't know it was here this late, guys. My bad. We got to go. We got to wrap it up. I got fucking so many more videos to do. I forgot who... Katie Taylor is supposed to be fighting Natasha Jonas next, right? I like that fight. Well, I'm T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.